Hello everyone, it's Mario. Welcome to my channel if you are here for the first time, and welcome back to the rest of you. Today we're doing a review for this new Alice Tea Party playset released by Disney Store for the 70th anniversary of the film. They also released the limited edition Alice doll. If you haven't checked out that review, I will link it below. So this set just showed up out of nowhere. And Disney Store has made a lot of playsets before, right, for many different characters, and I never expected them to do one for Alice, but I'm so happy that they did because it's so cool. In this review, I'm going to, of course, take everything out of the box, and I will be comparing her to the latest classic Alice doll because it's pretty much the same doll with minor changes. So yeah, let's get into it. First up, we're taking a look at the box, and this is one of those sets that looks really good the way it is. If you wanted to keep it in the box, it would be great. We have a sticker right here that says Dormouse pops up from the teapot, and of course you'll see that later. But yeah, I think it's displayed really nicely. Like if you wanted to keep it just like this, it'll be great. It's for ages 3 and up, and it's called Alice Tea Party Playset. You can find it on Shop Disney and Disney stores if you still have any in your area. The side of the box has a picture of Alice. And now in the back, you have all the, ingredients. You have all of the items. The retail price is $34.99. And for that price, you are getting so much. I mean, that's so cheap in my opinion for this set. There you can see the table and everything that's included, the Mad Hatter. And it says that the teapots spin. They're attached to the table. You have Alice and the chair, and it also has a cake that you can hide under his hat. That's really cool. And we'll try all of that, of course. And here you have drawings of all the characters, and it just repeats itself, as you can see. Now you can see everything the way that it's displayed in the box without, the plastic glare, so you can get an idea of how they attached everything and the presentation of it right before we take everything out. Which I will do off camera because it's just too much. These things are packed so well that it takes you forever to get it out. But as you can see, it's just a beautiful display. And here we have everything out of the box. It only took me about 30 minutes to get everything out, but it was a lot of fun and it was worth it. And the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at everything that's on the table basically, and we'll save the dolls for later. Here we have a tiny teacup that Alice can hold in her hand. It's pink and plastic. Then we have the set of 3, which are all stuck together. I mean, they're not stuck together. They're just made this way, right? It's really cool with the little bottom part, and you can just sit it on there, and it's really nice like it is in the movie. Then we have this tiny teaspoon that comes with the Mad Hatter's teacup, which you'll see later because it's attached to his hand. Then we have the cake, the unbirthday cake right here. It's plastic, it's painted very well, and it has a little candle on top, which is kind of like a soft plastic that you can bend. Really cool. I'll show you how it goes inside of the hat, that stuff later. Then we have the teapot with the little mouse inside. This is plastic. It's a hard plastic, and then there you can see him. He's all sleepy. It's cool. It's a separate piece that just kind of stays on top if you wanted to, or you can open it. You can, mess with it as you like. Really cool. I also love the flower design on the teapot. There he is. Love it. Such a nice detail. The table itself has this separate piece that you attach to the back, which is the 2 trees with the hanging lanterns. You have a pink one, a yellow one, and a purple one. And we'll turn it around so you can see how it is, right? It's pretty easy to just pop in there over the tablecloth. Of course, you can't really take the tablecloth off, I don't think. We'll get to that in a second. But as you see, it's basically 3 pieces. Look at the butterflies. Really pretty. I love that they included this for the back. It's a really nice detail. See, you just kind of snap it. You snap it in, it's really, really simple. The tablecloth is pink and it's really pretty. It has some mechanism going on there for the spinning teapots, but they have like a little tag there, and I'm not going to remove it just so that it stays neat It's the same design on both sides. And as you can see, it spins here. I never got the Beauty and the Beast bell set, but apparently it had the same, it's the same table, and it had the same mechanism where you can move the spinning stuff. Really cool. And now we're taking a look at the Mad Hatter. He is really cool, way bigger than I expected him to be. According to the website, he's about 8 inches tall. It's actually kind of hard to stand him up only because of his position, right? I don't know if that's an issue with my set or all sets in general. I really, I wouldn't know. His hat is removable. Really nice. It's a hard plastic. It has a little piece of plastic extra that just kind of makes it go tight on his head, since his head is kind of like a rubber, a hard rubber. Really, really nice. Then you have the birthday cake, which you're supposed to hide under the hat. I mean, if you want to, you don't have to. And you just kind of put it on there. You're gonna make sure that the 10-6 is facing the other way. And it falls out. His face is really nice. It's very accurate to the movie. I think they capture him perfectly. My specific one has a pretty good paint job, I believe. There's some white outside of the eyes, but it's not a big deal. His hair is an extra plastic piece, and it's molded. He looks really cool. I mean, the paint job on him overall is really nice. The articulation is not, that great. This hand just kind of goes up. I mean, it moves all the way around, but there's no wrist articulation or, anything like that. That's where you're supposed to put the teapot, which he does hold very nicely. And again, when you're standing him up, depending on if his hand is higher up, holding the teapot, and the other hand is balanced enough, he can kind of stand. But it was pretty hard for me, at least with my personal Mad Hatter. Now, this yellow teapot is actually a part of him. So you can put the little spoon in there if you like to. But yeah, he's really cool. He's also pretty heavy. It's a very hard rubber. The green jacket is soft, soft plastic. And his feet are also kind of flexible in the sense that you can move it around and it stay in a position for a minute, and that's how you get him to stand. Right up next, we have Alice's chair, and it looks really cool. I love the design. It's kind of like a hot pink with brown on the bottom, and it's not solid. It's like a hollow, right? There's nothing back there. And it's pretty lightweight. When it comes to sitting, I'll show you different dolls sitting on it because there's not a lot of space to sit, which makes it a little bit hard. So of course, this is supposed to be Alice's chair. And I found that the best way to sit her on there is to kind of play with the way that you position her feet. Because again, she sits, but it's a little difficult at times. What I ended up doing overall later is you kind of get a rubber band. You can attach it to her waist and around the chair, and it's perfect. Here you have Merida, just a regular classic, doll from the Disney store with the rubber legs. She sits pretty well. Again, it's all in how you position the legs. Of course, we have Raya, who has the new articulation that they did just for her, and Sisu. You can check out those reviews if you like. Those legs, since they have articulation, she sits perfectly. And last but not least, we have Alice. And this is pretty much the same as the Disney Store classic Alice doll that you can buy by herself. I did a review for her a while ago. If you'd like to check that out, I can link it below. But yeah, she's just very pretty. At first glance, the only difference is that her dress is a darker blue and it's a floral print on it, which is really nice. But when you compare her to the classic one, you can notice that the faces are slightly different. And by slightly, I mean that the paint job on the new doll from the set is just a little bit brighter, right? Her eyes are a lighter blue. The little purple on top of her, like her eyeshadow is a little more colorful, more vibrant. The cheeks are also a little bit more pink. It's just very, very subtle. Not a big deal at all, right? It's like the same, the same hair bows as well. When it comes to the color of the hair and the length, it's pretty much the same thing. Here you can see this one has already been messed with, the classic one. And the one in the place that comes like folded inside for some reason. But it's pretty much the same thing. As you see, both dresses have glitter, One is lighter from the classic doll, and the one from the set is darker with the floral print. The apron itself, for some reason, looks a little bit nicer on the set doll, but it's the same thing. And the shoes are the same, articulation the same. Really quickly, before I go, I wanted to show you what the Mad Hatter looks like next to a regular 11-inch doll, which is Raya. According to Shop Disney, he's about 8 inches tall. I think I said that earlier. And Alice is about 9. Alrighty, everybody. So no more nonsense from me today. We have reached the end of this review. I have to say that this is probably my favorite play set that Disney Store has done. It just has so many fun accessories. I love everything about it. It's just perfect in my opinion, and the price is great for everything that comes with it. As always, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye bye.